Kia ora whānau, ko Rob Mokaraka tōku ingoa. My name is Rob Mokaraka, and I am the founder of Shop Bro Confessions of a Depressed Bullet, which is a theatre show / seminar based on my mental and spiritual breakdown in 2009, Point Chevalier, Auckland. I'm an actor-writer by trade, and in 2009, July 27th, I have a massive public mental and spiritual breakdown. I'm in the storm of suicidal ideation, and I don't want to be on this earth anymore. And I've just had a relationship breakup, which has triggered all the stuff from my past, which I have not processed. So on this day, I want to be dead, and I call the police upon myself to shoot me dead. I've got a meat cleaver in one hand. I've got a soup ladle wrapped up in a tea towel looking like a weapon, and the police are blocked off my street. So the police said, "What's in the tea towel?" I said, "You know what's in the effing tea towel." And they warned me, "Don't take another step." I took that step and bang, and that Glock 9mm bullet drops me like a sack of potatoes. All the swirling hurt up in our minds that going on in the silence is now overridden by the intense burning of my internal organs from the bullets. Now I'm lying on the road in extreme pain going, I've made a terrible mistake. So I'm very blessed to be alive, and I've got a second chance. Well, mental health in general is very important to me. Mental well-being is the key to us continuing breathing. We've been conditioned in a way through this mythology of men have to be a certain way. Because I go around the country, I go into military bases, I go into maximum security prisons, and I tell everybody, crying is better than dying, brothers. Men listen to men more than they probably would their sister, or their loving wife, or their loving grandmother. So wahine, women, are good at nurturing us males, but males are good at sort of giving each other permission in a positive light. That's the best way forward. That's a great question. What do we need to lift the game a little bit? Well, first of all, it's a blessing that men want to speak, because that was so taboo. That was my dad's generation, my grandfather, my Koro's generation. You don't talk about that. So just the fact that men are opening up, that is courage. That's courageous straight away. For men who actually want to start men's group, they ask me this question: how do I start a men's group? First of all, put your hand up and identify yourself. Don't say, I just want to start a men's group to heal. Tell them why you want to heal. I meet a lot of goody two-shoes around the world, and they're great. They're doing nice things, but they're wondering why they're not connecting. And I go, man, you got to do a little bit of reveal to heal. Because I ain't going to listen to Jack if I don't know that person has actually experienced something that's similar to me, and to actually understand that that human being is on a process of healing. Not just talking it, is walking it. Then my ears and my heart and my spirit open up a little bit more. So I have a practice every morning. I use which is called the whare tapawha, the four walls, but I also added a fifth one. So it is mental, physical, spiritual, and family. Those are the four pillars that hold up your well-being. And if one of those pillars are down, your house, your whare is on a tilt. Two, it's fallen over. And I added in taio, which means environment. So your environment means your social, your work, your whānau, your family. And if that is not well, that will keep you sick. So I'm always conscious. I do my diagnostic every morning. I've got 3 people that I trust with my life who I have nominated, that I can text or call anytime, night or day. And I implore people to at least get a type 1 and then slowly build up to a type 3, because what you're holding sometimes is too much for the individual you're sharing it with. It could be your husband, your wife, your nanny, your cousin. It doesn't mean they don't love you, it's just that they might be scared and they don't have the tools. So it's too much for one person. So I say, let's build your type 3 who are in your front row. And people say, well, I don't have a type 3. And I say, well, get a better circle of friends. It just shows your quality of friendship. If you can't be your authentic self, your quality of your circle of friendship is now a cage. Get out of that cage and find a circle of trust. So to my 12-year-old self, I'd say, you're not alone. You're allowed help. You're allowed to ask help. And I'd also say to any hurt child, male or female, it's not your fault, because we were just kids. and it was out of our control. And to not blame ourselves. And it's a hard thing to hear if you haven't had that as an adult, that your hurt little self is still processing it, or your hurt little self actually hasn't had a safe space in its lifetime to process it safely. So to my scared little self, I say, I love you, be brave, tell someone you love and trust to get help.